Happy Monday, this is Graham from the Carnivore Transformer channel, coming back with an update. So, if you're new to my channel, let me just give you a brief description why I'm the Carnivore Transformer and what it stands for and my journey. Obviously starting with my journey 2 years ago and a month. I started the carnivore journey, and at that time I was obese and I was declared hypertension from the doctors, suffering from high blood pressure. And at the point when I started the diet, I was desperate. And being desperate, I've tried the carnivore diet, and lo and behold, 8 months down the line, I was on meds. I got rid of all my meds. I've lost around about 50 pounds. And I would say I was normal in weight to the BMI. And ever since after the 8 months, I was like maintaining my diet. Come August of 2024, my wife had a back operation. It was budget time, and I was like a 80% carnivore at that time. Gained a bit weight, got back after August, and were into the swing of things. However, there were a few things that started in 2024. I had some shoulder pains, and ever since I've tried to get through the shoulder pains. And in December of 2024, I started with a coach, carnivore coach in South Africa, and trying just to sort out this shoulder pains that I was experiencing. Some would say it's oxalate dumping, but I said, can it be? I did add some oxalate dumping during my carnivore journey at the beginning, but can this be after so long journey? Yes, some would say yes as well. However, I've continued on with a coach, with a carnivore, and I've been introduced with fat. And during that stint, after that stint, in 2025 when I left, I had this consistent pressure pain in my head, and that really started in Jan of 2025, and ever since then I got the shoulders, which was slightly improved after coaching, but not that much really. And then now adding to it the pressure in my head. It's not a headache. It can lead to one, but it's not a headache. Drinking meds, headache meds, doesn't work. So it's something which I still need to go see a doctor about. And yes, I do go to the doctor. My last blood work test, when this pressure started, I was a bit puzzled, and things just didn't seem right. Why all of a sudden I had this pressure, and my blood pressure reading showed that yes, on carnivore your cholesterol do go up, your overall cholesterol. However, the main readings that I looked at was my HDL, which had a drop, and my triglycerides had a spike. So I've been questioning that ever since, and I've been starting on own medication, which was salmon oil, 1,000 milligrams. Started with that first, and then after seeing my house doctor, he suggested some niacin. So I'm on niacin as well, 35 milligrams, and drinking both of those things. However, the pressure in my head, still every morning, it's there, it's slightly there, and it's continuing. So I'm going to see a specialist about that situation, and we'll report back on that. So that's my journey currently. Yes, there are some great benefits on the carnivore diet, like no more snoring, losing weight, off my meds, more energy, thinking clear. But currently, with this pressure pain, the clarity isn't that so clear anymore, as I am struggling with the pressure in my head, and it's always there, visible. Sometimes it goes away, and I've adapted slightly to my diet. I've seen that this, and maybe I'm gonna talk about that now. During my dry fasting, I had to stop due to doctor's recommendations to stop dry fasting. I was down to, I think, around about 15 days, and doctor recommended to stop because of the pressure pain. And obviously, being strict carnivore, then eating meat, salt, and water, and having a cup of coffee in between. Went strictly on that, and it just increased the pain, so that I've landed up at the doctor just to one thing, and that's where the blood pressure test, not blood pressure, but the blood work test was done, and the question then came up with my triglycerides is high. That might be the issue, so I'm treating that at the moment, because health comes first before any challenges that like the dry fast challenge. But after it was finished, because I did it in the month of Eid, which was the end of February, if I'm correct. I then had this urge to eat food, eat Mubarak food, and then I got some biscuits. So having this biscuits, and said, okay, let me just have a cheat day, if I might say so. And lo and behold, the day when I ate that biscuits, I was in a state where I was in despair, again desperate, and I thought, okay, let me just eat the biscuits, just to because I've got it as a gift, or as something, because normally sweet stuff and stuff like that goes to my family, and I just said, let me have a bite, and lo and behold, I was surprised that the pressure then started leaving. And with that, I tested it another day, because when the pressure is there, it's like something that you can't get rid of. It's annoying. It sits there. It's not paining, but sometimes, like I said, it can go into a headache, and that's when I started eating biscuits. So let me just see. Yeah, I think I got my dates all wrong, messed up. In the month of April, yeah, it started at the end of the month, and during the course of March, let me just tap onto March as well. During the course of March, when I did my blood work, my blood pressure was spiking a lot, and then losing my brother during that month, middle of the month, that spiked it a lot, and up to the funeral, I had high blood pressure, and then after the funeral, my pressure was a little bit down, but not to the extreme where we would say, okay, you are normal again. And yes, it made me worry. I put out some videos where I say, am I going back to being hypertension? So another worry coming back into my life, and I was like, is there any other solutions to it? And obviously starting to become desperate again, and that's when Eid Mubarak, at the end of March, was Eid Mubarak, where I then ate the cookies. And then after that, just before Eid Mubarak, blood pressure started to become normal, and after that, I had the cookies, and this pressure in my head started to, but the next morning it was back, and it was there knocking again, and I tried again some cookies, I would say biscuits, and it went away. So which confused me in all this, and it's like you're looking for a cure, because it's annoying, it's sometimes painful, and to have it constantly sitting and just on the same spot. I was desperate, and yes, I did ask the doctor, and yes, he made an appointment with the specialist, which is coming due soon. But every day waking up with a pressure in your head, and if I say pressure, it's like somebody just pressing at that spot, and if you just feel that, if you just do that and pressing, and obviously it's in the inside. I have got many theories as to what it can be. Maybe water on the brain or something like that, or too much liquid in the brains. Can be something like that, and it's pressing, and it goes away here in the afternoon because I like did some. And I've also read up it might be electrolytes, missing electrolytes. I up that, it looks like doing the carnivore, I'm missing something. I'm really missing something. So if you all know Paul Salentino, that the carnivore, he also wrote a carnivore book, and later on went on to animal-based diet. He uses and he started off with honey and berries. I've tried that now. I've tried to put honey with my coffee and to see if there's any relief. What I can say is, I don't think that is a solution for me, because now it's, for me, I feel that my case is unique, and N=1 comes into play because I'm testing, and I'm like trying to figure it out, what can be. So I had some berries over the weekend with my favorite dish, custard, and tried that as well, just to see if there's any relief. Yes, there was some relief. Then I saw a tweet on X about a guy called Carnivore Kiwi, who explained certain things and gels with what Paul Salentino said, that there comes a point on the carnivore where your body is needing something else, because not all people are the same, and which I agree, not everybody is the same. My symptom versus your symptom is not the same, and I would say the N=1 comes into play, which means N=1, for those that are new, is you start experimenting on yourself, because that's what it's all about as well, where something works for someone else but not on yourself. So yeah, and that's where I would always caution with a disclaimer in saying that my videos is my experience, and it's not there to take down and say this is it. It's not it, because your body might not, but there's a general view or general trend that go on, that carnivore can help with weight loss and stuff like that. That's the general trend, and autoimmune. But what, for me, the question is also, what if carnivore doesn't help? I'm not saying carnivore is the enemy here. I'm saying my body wants something else, and I'm not promoting any cheating. For those who are watching my video and think I'm cheating, I am at a point where I'm desperate and where I'm trying to figure out what works. Because if going high fat, it's not the fat, it makes things worse. So my triglycerides is worse, and I would promote it to the month that I've just ate high fat, saturated fat, beef fat, lamb fat, and once I did the test, that spiked. So you see, I'm at that point, is what works and what's not working for me. I think everybody gets to that point where things work 2 years down the line, and I'm just sifting through what works, whether I'm cheating or not. I do me, and I expect you guys to understand why I do me and why I put this video out. And you can put it in the comments whether you think I'm cheating, or whether you think I'm desperate, or whether you think I am just trying to make video content. But I want to be honest in my approach to this diet and explain to you my experience on this diet. I'm not here for the numbers, I'm just here getting out my view on what I'm currently doing. And carnivore is not the bad one in the story. It is what my body wants, and carnivore works. Let me just get it clear. Carnivore works. It's not the carnivore issue, it's what my body needs now to heal further. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for all the comments that comes through. I appreciate, I read through everyone, and lately I didn't reply, but I'll get to that. And thank you for those that follow me on TikTok. Appreciate it. And the new followers, I appreciate that you coming along. And thank you, Sandy. I must give Sandy thumbs up. Thank you, Sandy, for checking in on me, and Maggie Malone checking in on me, and Arlene. Appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all the inspiring carnivores out there, and those that wants to help. I thank you guys, and I thank you for all the messages. I don't know when I'm gonna give you guys another update. My appointment is on the 22nd of this month, so maybe after that. But you guys stay safe, love one another, and be kind to one another. And like I always say, empower your plate, enrich your life. That's the best way to get through life, is to what you ever put on your plate. And why carnivore transformer? I'm still trying to transform into a carnivore. Sometimes it's not difficult, but sometimes challenges in life throws you a bit of a curveball, and the transforming is a bit slow. So yeah, you guys stay safe, be happy, smile with the people outside, smile with your neighbors, just show them love. This is Graham, the Carnivore Transformer, signing off.